Hello. You'd think that I should be resting, but I'm actually feeling a lot better this morning, and technically it's like 8:46 in the morning, so I'm awake. Good morning, Arson. Good morning, Shoko. Good morning, Taylor. Good morning, Tomato. And good morning, Choco, by the way. Good morning, Cheesecake. Whew. So it's a little bit wet outside today. Um, I get you. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's like 8:46 a.m. here, stateside, so that's fun. Here, let me try and find a slightly better. Boop. There we go. Muffins are yummy. Oh, muffin cake. I love that. Hi, Grim. Welcome back. Hope you're doing really well. Um, hmm. I know. And yes, for the record, I did, so I got my fresh cup of coffee this morning. I rolled out of bed and just decided, why not? Oh, pizza and a sandwich, that's good. And yes, Grim, I am feeling much better. Cheesecake, you need breakfast. Go have breakfast. Oh, I like this. This is nice. Air does not technically count as breakfast. Hmm? I get you, Taylor. I understand. Oh, that's awesome. Very awesome, Taylor. And you know what? All right, fine. I guess that oxygen technically counts as breakfast, but y'all need to like actually eat breakfast, please. And yes, Taylor, I genuinely hope that you stay clean. Um, yeah, I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I might be doing this just more often. Um, as is per my want, because I've figured that instead of me just doom scrolling all morning, I could be doing something so much more productive. Unfortunately, I can't stream for 2 hours every morning. This morning was a very good example. I will only be able to stream for about like um like about an hour or so, an hour 30, something like that. Um, Mostly it's gonna be about an hour would be my guesstimation. Sure, why not? I don't know what you're gonna be, but why not? All right there, Ed. I'm gonna need you to like bring it down from like a 200 to like an 8. This is just a chill morning, all right? Oh, Tomato, you have a lizard? That's right, you do. Hi, Luna. How are you? Very awesome. How's it going, Yamaha? How are you? Bye, Taylor. Hogs are cool. Amy and the ferrets are doing very, very good. Um, Hi, Manad. How are you? Oh, I actually have my coffee here. Hang on. Yes, they're all doing very, very good this morning. Ooh, Mountain Dew is just as good of a way to like start a morning. I prefer my coffee, but you know. Each to their own. Each to their own. In fact, I believe that I even... So it is 8:52 there. Is that Menadzer? How do I say your name? Yeah, it's alright, Tomato. Hello, Adam. How are you doing? I have not. How's it going? Hi, your TY. How are you? Good morning. Yeah, I might also have some toast while I get the ferrets out. Unfortunately, I can't stream while I do that because I need to be concentrated on them. Hi, user. How are you? Hope you're doing well this morning. Yes, indeed. Good morning to everybody on stream. That's a much better and more succinct way of saying good morning, but I don't know. I just like saying good morning to everybody individually. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I get you. Well, what did you have for dinner? Oh my gosh, Arson, I feel that. Translates into English as manager. Oh, configures. I love that. So is it? I'm not very familiar. Is it Spanish or is it like Portuguese or I'm not sure. I'm very very sorry. It's okay, Cheesecake. You're good. Oh my gosh! Congrats, Yoko. Super proud of you. Polish. Okay. I'm horribly sorry. Hi from the U.S. And I'm doing very very well there, user. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I kind of gotta love time zones. Am I right? Yeah, here stateside, it's 8:54 in the morning. Probably when the next message comes in, it'll be 8:55. I woke up at about 7:30, and I kind of doom scrolled for a little bit and decided I could be spending my morning doing something way more entertaining for everybody. But I finally conked out at about 2 a.m. here, so running the numbers. Golly gee, probably what, 8 a.m. for you, I think, would be 2 in the morning for me. That's just my guesstimation because I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. Also, it's very, very wet this morning, so I have because we're getting some inclement weather here stateside. So wish me luck today. Hopefully, it's not gonna be too bad. So, what I have actually this morning, Oh my gosh. Enrod, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry for mentioning weather. Okay, sure. Not a problem. Oh, sorry. There we go. Yeah, sorry. Yes, it most certainly is. Yeah, I am a VRchat VTuber. I mostly will stream at night, but I've recently I'm gonna try after I've gotten better. More so. Oh, jeez, Enrod, I'm really sorry, dude. Yeah, I'm really sorry. But yes, this is VRchat. I tend to go to various worlds depending on just what time it is, or if it's just if I find a place that I really like, I'll just kind of go there. So yeah, it just kind of depends. Aw. Good morning, Amy. Hope you're doing really well this morning. Thank you, Angel Dust fan. I see that you like Has-Been Hotel. I'm somewhat of a Has-Been Hotel enjoyer myself. I get you. Welcome. I recommend some VR goggles for a start. So, okay. In my experience, right? Oh, thank you, Arson. So my opinion about like most VR like headsets and like goggles and whatnot, however you like to phrase it, is basically I have the MetaQuest 2, right? I got the MetaQuest 2 when it was still like relatively expensive. Yes, Angel Dust, this is VR chat. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be Oh, gotcha. That's awesome there, Alex. May I call you Alex? I'm sorry. I've got a as we call her the hockey puck of doom, but it's the one that you're thinking of that will probably trigger if I say your full name. How's it going, Mike? It really is. They're joking. I'm not gonna lie. So the thing about like the best VR headset to get, quote unquote, in my experience at least, when it comes to like your like VR options, I think that the MetaQuest 2 works very, very well as a starter headset. A lot of people will like swear by the HTC Vive or whatnot. I got mine at Best Buy here stateside for about $200 to $300. Okay, Mike, that's fine. As long as your parents know that you're here, like that's perfectly fine. And Angel Dust, I'm not gonna add like people yet. I'm sure that will probably happen eventually, but just stay tuned for that. It's not gonna happen quite yet. Sorry about the ad. Unfortunately, there's this anyway. Yeah, when it comes to like most like VR headsets, your MetaQuest 2 is gonna be perfectly fine for what you're gonna want. I think the MetaQuest 3 is more expensive, but it does give you augmented reality, so like kind of like full on like 3D effects and stuff. Oh yeah, joking for real. I get that, dude. I feel that. I get that. I don't clean mine every day. I clean mine every like other day or like every like couple of days. Um, oh, Alexa, cancel timer. Congratulations, everybody! It is officially 9 in the morning. I do know what puppy playtime is. Yeah, Mike. And basically, so I've not played it. Unfortunately, I don't deal very well with horror. What about those devices that you place in the corner of the room? Like base plates? They're configurous? That's my guess as to what you're talking about. Gotcha, Mike. Okay. Yeah, okay. Awesome, Ari. That's awesome. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Hi from the future there, Ari. Hope you're doing really well. So I'm thinking they're configures. You're talking about like base plates, or you might be talking about something different. I'm not sure. I think it was satellite. Supposedly, it helps to. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. So because of how I do things, where so VR chat has it where basically you can stand and you can sit. I mostly sit, to be honest, because I'm your typical lazy American stereotype. I'm joking, of course, but I do have like full body tracking, which is mostly, I think, what that's for. It could be also just for room scale play. That's fine too, if you want to do that. The good thing about like VR is that you can spend as much or as little on it as you really want. For me, I don't spend a ton, relatively speaking, or like as much as I could on my VR headset. But it's genuinely like as much as you can, like as much as you want. I spent probably maybe 1K in total for my full headset. And that's not including, and that's, sorry, correction. That's for like my headset, that's for like the full body tracking, like trackers and stuff. I don't have any like base plates. You don't need that. You really don't. To be entirely, the only thing you need in order to get into VR is your headset and just the controllers. And most of it's going to come with your headset and like your controllers. And that's generally, at least here stateside, it's going to be about like probably 300 or so if you get it like brand new from a store. Obviously, it's going to be like your regional equivalent, and I think it's in Brazil. It's going to be drastically more expensive. I don't know how much, unfortunately, it's going to be in your region. Yes, Mike, you can. I keep forgetting that I think that's an option. I don't know much about that, though. I know that, like, you're going to need, like, a smartphone, and there are, like, a few, like, adapters and stuff that you're going to need for that. I know that those have an option. It really is wild. Yeah, but, when it comes to, like, when it comes to most VR stuff, I'm not going to say it's the most expensive hobby in the world. But there is a slight barrier of entry, but it's way less than a lot of people think, because every VR streamer is probably going to tell you, like, oh yeah, you're going to need this. I'm here to tell you, and this is not sponsored by anybody. I'm about as, poor and stuff as I'm just your average Joe. I'm going to tell you genuinely, you don't need all of the fancy stuff. All that you need literally is just your headset and your controllers, and that's really about it. That's all that you need to get started. Sure there, Mike, yeah. I don't know exactly how like that works because I don't do it on mobile. But yes, VRChat is free. There's nothing that you need to pay for. There's plenty of like public avatars that you can get. And just please be careful. Genuinely, just please be careful, because VRChat, as good as it is, it can be very much is what I'm going to say. And which for yours? Yeah, that's what I was concerned about there. Configurous, yeah. And yeah, honestly, like, yeah, that's gonna be about all that you need in order to get started. The good thing about the MetaQuest 2 is that it is still technically supported by Meta. So you can just get like VRChat directly onto your headset. So you don't need a PC in order to play it, or you don't even need like a powerful PC, and it can run most things. And it can run most things natively as well. Meaning because like your headset is like pretty powerful, but it's not gonna be a thing where like it's not gonna be able to run everything, because there's version differences between like what Meta users see and what what PC users see and stuff like that. So there's some pretty slight differences, and you are probably going to get some performance hits. Generally, though, as long as you optimize your settings as best as you can, tinker around with them, the headset's gonna be about as all like it's gonna be like the only thing that you need. And even like with that, is you don't need a headset in order to play with VRChat, because VRChat has a desktop mode as well, that you can play on, and that just uses your PC's like GPU and like your graphics card and stuff. I run mine off of my PC, but that's also because I stream a lot, so I need to have it like connected to like an app for that, like a recording app and stuff like that. Generally, though, if you want the full VR experience, you're gonna want you're going to want like a VR headset, which the MetaQuest 2 is gonna work perfectly well. Though, hey, Configurous, and like anybody who's genuinely wanting to get into like VR and like VR stuff, I have one major suggestion. And this just goes for anybody who is searching and stuff for VR stuff. For gaming, maybe also VRChat. So is the MetaQuest 2 the best to start with? Yes, Configurus. Yes. It is a very, very good headset to start off. Goodbye, Cheesecake. Of course, of course. I'm very sorry. I tend to get very, very technical, so please forgive me. Please, like, check the pricing of various other headsets, because that can determine some things. But generally, yes, it's going to be perfect to start off with. Exactly. Oh, good lord. Configurus, Ooh. Good morning, Phoenix. I do not speak Polish nearly well enough to even give that a try. Unfortunately. But I'm totally willing to embarrass myself, so sure, why not? Whee! Oh my goodness. I'm at Phoenix. It's only 9:09 in the morning. I'm just waking up. Oh. Configurus, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. Just looking at that, my brain was going a million miles a minute, and it's not. I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, my oh, I'm gonna regret saying this live on stream. My mouth can twist into some crazy shapes. Not those. I am so sorry. Hi, Mike. How are you? Okay. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm like trying to break this down in my brain. So that because I have a very bad stutter, so I have to try and like kind of get my brain wrapped around it, but Vajrovolevani Rev Revol Werovik. I do not know how the Polish pronounce the Z, but my guess would be Ja. Vita. Bleh. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. Varvolevani Revol Werovik. Javaire Volvero Vanim. Revol Verem. Vairevol Veroval. Re Ooh. Yeah, no. There's no way. How's it going, KG? How are you? Yeah, unfortunately, so I don't. Um. Sorry. I've got So for one, I'm sorry there, Caleb. I don't really do shoutouts until I take a look at your channel. Um. Unfortunately, I'm very very sorry. You're fine, KG. You're good, dude. Yeah, I'm very 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 sorry there, Configures. I am awful at even attempting Polish. And yeah, Caleb. So here's the thing, right? I don't do like shoutouts until I get the chance to look at your channel and see like what you post and stuff like that. So I will take a look after stream. And as for like what my fingers were doing, unfortunately I have like only so much like grip that I can do with the controllers. Oh my goodness, where did chat go? Boop. There we go. Fixed it. How's it going, Specialist? What's up? Maybe try to say the letter R. It's the main problem with this tongue twister. Do you want to try? I think I'm going to like put a pin in that because I want to see how it sounds. Like, I'd like to like do my own research on that to see if I can like learn how it sounds like on my own, if that makes sense, because I'd love to like learn that. Oh my goodness, Specialist, I feel that. You're fine there, KG. You're good, dude. You're fine. And as for how you log into VR, I don't know there, Mike. I don't know how you do it on mobile. I'm sorry. I don't know how you'd log in on mobile there, bud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Exactly. Open your mouth. Press your tongue to the palate. Yeah. It's like how you do in your butt. Like that? Or I did not know that, Mike. And also, especially that's awesome. Under the edge with your tongue. Yee. 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 Hi, Lou. How are you? Okay, KG, you're perfectly fine. Indeed, we must certainly do there, Mike, and I'm very excited for it. Oh, thank you. Hi, Hannah. I do remember you, yeah. Hope you're doing well this morning. I was learning the Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't speak Polish. Unfortunately, I wish that like. Gotcha, Spatulist. Yeah, they're configures. Unfortunately, I don't speak Polish. I do like want to learn Polish more, so I'll probably like. I will look into that like off of stream. Goodness, you guys give me like so much stuff to do off of stream, and it makes me very happy. I had to wake up at 4:20 in the morning. Oh, jeez. So to be honest, there, BB, I don't think that you really should, because that'll just make it worse. I tend to adopt like a very like live and let live when it comes to most of like the haters that I get, because make no mistake, like, you know. Give me 1 second there, guys. Hi guys, very, very sorry. Thank yous. Thank you, Cody. Oh, so, yeah, sorry there, guys. I had to just step out for a second. Ah, gotcha there, BB. Okay. Yeah, also hello, I'm back. Where the tag of the palette is. Water on the tongue, like a little spoon.
I need Rabbit's water changed now. He pooped it.
Okay, no problem. Have I kicked anybody out of my stream? It's been very, very rare that I've had to. Most of they've either gotten very bored and left, or they just kind of show up and hi Silver. But it's very it's very, very rare when that's happened. Um. Huh? 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 Hey guys, I'll be right back. Sorry, I have to go. Actually, speaking of water, I have to go and get one of our ferrets some water. So give me 1 second. Also, good morning, Silver. Hope you're doing very, very well this morning. Bum 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 ba da ba ba ba. Boop and a boop. Maybe there, Mike. Maybe at some point. I most certainly will there, Configurus. Thank you very, very much for trying, though. Thank you. Anyways, guys, hey, I'll be right back. 1 sec. You guys can't see me. Boop. I'm actually very, very happy. That I actually find very, 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 very interesting. Yeah, I find that very, very interesting, and I'm not quite sure why that happens. Also, hi Flippy, how are you? Yes, I do actually know, Bendy and the Ink Machine. I think that's what you're referring to, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, so I don't know why, like, that happens. I think that, like, genuinely, like, as the morning kind of goes on, that just tends to happen. Where, like, people will just kind of, they'll come in and then they'll just pop in and then they'll just take a look and stuff like that. I don't know why, like, that happens so much, but it just does. I'd like more people, but honestly, like, I don't do this for, like, the money and stuff. I'm doing very, very good, Mel. Yeah, sure, of course. I'd love to. Because it's actually a world that I've never been to before. So, sure. Let's just take a little bit of a walk. Trying to go at a nice leisurely pace. I'm failing because control sticks are hard to maneuver with. So I don't really do like IRL streams, unfortunately. Mostly because I just don't really. So I tend to keep my face and like I like to keep my private life and my streaming life very much separate, mostly to kind of keep my family and their privacy intact. Oh, awesome, Mike. Yeah. So this is technically like via the view of a camera. It also appears that this is the end of the map, I think. Oh, wait, what is this? I think I might be wrong. I'd like to be wrong. I've only been live for about... Love you too, Amy-chan. Thank yous. Unfortunately, I cannot actually sit on the tree as much as I'd like to. Well, actually, hang on. Well, the closest thing that I can do, actually, is I can, or at least I should be able... to do... Hang on. To do... Give me a second. Let me... Oops. Boop, there we go. Do this. There we go. I can kind of sit underneath the tree. Which is just as good, I'd say. How's this? And Mel, I've only been streaming for like about an hour, I think. I might be able to go for a few more minutes, though I do want to grab myself another cup of coffee. Wait. Nani? Hello? Guys? Could you not hear me? Hello? Oh, okay. There we go. It might be the biggest. Okay, awesome. Yeah, sorry. I thought that. Hi, Jake. How are you? Yeah, sorry. I thought that. Sure, move the camera a bit further. No problem. Whoop. How's that? Better? Actually, wait, hang on. Let me move it off to a little bit. There we go. Okay, Mel, what you got? What's up? And plus, I will also be doing a stream later tonight. I might be doing like hour-long streams like during the day. Just whenever I get like a free moment. Oh, geez, Jake, I'm sorry. By Iron Mouse there, Mike? Yeah, I have actually. It's been like completely taking over my shorts. Love you, Grim. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Have a good day, and I'll see you tonight. Of course, Configurus. You too, Configurus. Stay safe. Oh, geez, Meg, I'm sorry that you broke your arm. And yeah, so yes, that one song by Iron Mass has completely taken over my shorts feed. Which honestly, it's a very, very good song. Ooh, gummies are interesting. Oh, thank you, Purple. I appreciate it. I really like. Wait, hold up. Is your profile pic? Hold up. Is that what I think it is? I thought that was from Omori. My bad. I still love it though. It's awesome. And yes, thank you. So I try very, very hard to just kind of keep this like stream nice and chill, nice and kind of relaxed, nothing crazy, nothing like that. What am I doing at conventions? 3 wishes. Ooh. What are you doing at conventions? So mostly at conventions, like when I do go to conventions, as rare as that is now, because we don't have like a ton of conventions that show up here in Ohio. I will go down. I'll like see like the dealers hall, stuff like that. And yeah, yeah. Mostly I just kind of go to like the convention hall and like the like the dealers hall. I might meet like some people if I can afford it. I do like Vocaloid. Yes, I do. I can kind of take it or leave it sometimes, but yeah, Leo, I do like it more often than not. Anyways, I mean, I like it better than most of the AI like music slop. Which AI is different than Vocaloid, and Vocaloid is much different than AI. Just so we're clear. Sometimes I'll like see a few celebrities when I'm at cons too. Other times I will just kind of like, vibe out places. I'll like drop in on a few like cosplay panels and stuff. Nothing major. Mel, I also did see the profile pic that you sent. I love it. I have yet to use it because I wanted to get your express permission before I do. It's a thing for me. And if I had 3 wishes, what would I wish for? Mel, I will actually not answer that currently, and I will actually dedicate a whole video to that if that's okay. Because that's a very hard one, and I'm gonna need some time to answer that. And as for if I had $1,000 right now, what would I do with it? That's also a hard one, but it's slightly easier. I'd probably take what minimal I could, and I would probably use that. I would invest like $300. And then I'd probably use, let me see here. So 1,000 minus 300 would be 700. I'd probably use about, I'd take another 300 out and probably use that to update my model a bit more. And then I'd probably just donate the rest. Like, honestly, I don't need, like, a ton of money. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Lynn, I'm sorry. Hi, Lynn. For 5, did you see the painting video? I did not see the painting video yet there, Mel. I will happily take a look at that, though. I have a really, like, stacked morning, so it might take a bit. But, yeah. If I were stuck in playtime... Mike, if I was stuck in Playtime Co., is it before or after the Hour of Joy? Jake, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. Nobody's life right now is easy. Nobody's life right now is easy. The only people whose life is easy right now are the super rich and the super, like, privileged. I mean, yeah, Silver, that'd be fair. That'd be also fair, but I don't know. That's tempting. It's very, very tempting. Ooh, camp is fun. Have fun. And Mike, afterwards, I'd probably try and get out as, like, quickly as possible because I wouldn't want to be there. I would not want to be there. To be honest with you there, boss. I also feel like, Silver, like, that answer would be, like, what if I couldn't leave? I would die. I would die very, very quickly. Next question. Another question. Sure, what's up? Be stuck in one after... Ooh. Any of the ones that have been made for me, because those can always be updated later. It's the same avatar with just slight additions and tweaks. So, technically speaking, that is my answer. That is my answer. I would be stuck in any of the avatars. So, like, either this one with it being fixed and with, like, the new stuff, because then I get new... Yeah. If the prototype was under your bed. I would bribe it. I would find a way to bribe it with, like, I don't know, like, probably cookies or something. I don't know, like cookies, the souls of the innocent. Whichever works, you know. What if hug? Yes. Spindly one, yeah. You mean Spindly Johnny? If none of you get that, I mean, you'll get it eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, I'd probably just, like, bribe it. Or I'd just, like, find a way to appease it. Or, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, most of the most of the, like, the toys and, like, the prototype and stuff wouldn't be able to match against 556. So, 556. Oh, Silver, you mean, Mommy Longlegs. I get you there, Silver. I hate that I just said that out loud live on stream. Please help me. Yesterday I had to handwrite 27. Oh my goodness. I feel that, Mel. Did you write it, like, front and back? Yuji, I have immense faith that you would. I have a feeling that if any of us would win, you would certainly be one of them. Jeez, Mel. I remember that I used to like handwrite 27 pages when I was younger. And then I discovered the internet, and I was just like, just type it. It's just easier. I didn't want to type it, but here you are. Yes, Silva! I mean, it's better than me calling it Mother Longlegs. Sorry. Had a visceral reaction, I'm sorry. Yuji. Very, 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 very good answer. Plot armor. Next question. I mean, Yuji, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong without telling me I'm wrong. I think I have their purple. I think I have. I've at least heard of it. I don't know if I've seen it. It's been a while since I've like thought of something like sounds like that. Writing a letter to my friend because he doesn't have. Oh, actually, Mel, that's awesome. Okay, so straight up, I remember when like me and like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, purple. Then I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it in a long time. A box and a grindle. I get you there, Mel. So, hey, Mel, I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember when I was younger, and my next door neighbor and I, we'd like write letters to each other, and we'd like leave it in each other's mailbox. And we were literally like next door to each other. And it was always like really, really like entertaining, and like now that I think about it, like I feel like handwriting is like kind of a lost art. What's up, Banana? How are you? Do I know this street? No, Mike, I don't. Yeah, I also remember like so when my grandmother she had to go up to Maine at one point. I'm doing very, very good there, Banana. Um so my grandmother had to like go up to Maine one year. Um and she would I know I still have it. Unfortunately she's passed, but I still have like a handwritten letter that she gave us. I get you, Jake. Yeah, hi. Hi, Jen. How are you? What's up, FNAF? How are you? I'm sorry you're sick. Mel, that's a mood. You probably could there, Jen. I have immense faith in you. And hey, Jake, did you ask me a question? Because if you did, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Um, see, my grandmother, she had handwritten like a letter, that I'm pretty sure that I had. That was just like, and it was she had beautiful penmanship. Um, so I personally, I can cook. I don't like cooking because I don't know. It just takes time. Hi, Bella. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Um, I mean, I'm not like a big fan of cooking. I can cook. I'm just not very good at it. Okay, gotcha there. Okay, gotcha there, Jake. I get you. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't like miss you at all. Oh, awesome. Florida's neat. The Protot. And to cook. Ooh. Honestly, they're Nick. Okay. So. Ooh. So I got bored one time, and I made like a very like Eastern European dish, and it was called plav. And normally plav is a very like kind of it's a very like basic dish. It's basically just meant to feed like a ton of people, but we had like spiced it up with like a bunch of like spices and stuff. I don't remember exactly what all it was, but it was basically like it was beef and like it was like a like beef and like beef tips and stuff that was like served over rice. So you had like the juice and stuff, but we had like added like various spices. And it kind of turned it into like a stew consistency almost. Normally it's a very like basic dish to make, but I like making it because it's a very like good kind of basic way to do things. I also like making chicken noodle soup. Once again, very very basic, but you can add so much to it. Um, Hi, Holly. Very sorry that you're sick. Oh my gosh, Mel, that you. My goodness, that must be stressful. Shepherd's pie, but with rice. So Nick. I know that shepherd's pie contains a bit more than like what plav does. Plav is literally just meat and like over rice. There's no like veggies or anything. There's no like greens to it. Shepherd's pie is actually a better and more like kind of flavorful um like experience, and I am not good enough to make shepherd's pie. I have tried. At least not yet anyways. I do hope to eventually like do that. Gotcha. C45. Okay. Um but yeah, I'd like to. No, I'm just calling you Mike just for now. Yeah, I like to just make various interesting things. Oh, why? Thank you, Hallie. I appreciate it. Um, let me think. What else? I do watch anime. Yes. Honestly, yeah, they're so over. Like, I've been reading comments, even if I like. Yeah, Mel, so to be honest with you, right? Um, Hi, Declan. Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to like do some morning streams from now on. Not just mornings, of course. It'll be like morning and like kind of like evening as well. Just because why not? Um, so hey Mel, listen, I'm really sorry that like you have to go through that. Like that's not. I'm sure that your family has reasons, and I'm sure that there's what I don't know what's going on, but point of the matter is, um, um, yeah, like I really hope that like things get a little bit easier, and other people like hope kind of. I hope that they start to like step up a little bit more. I guess it'd be a very good. I'm not sure how I want to put this, but awesome though. Yeah. So if cooking is what you like and you're good at it, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, like I you should still like deserve to be a kid. You know. Um. Yeah. If you post your like your ages in chat, you like your message is going to be removed. Um. And Jake, as for what anime, honestly, I still think that like kids still deserve to be kids. You know, I know like when I was going through like when I was like growing up in like late '90s, early 2000s. Um, then again, this isn't like universal. I'm not gonna say like back in my day. No, this was not universal. But the thing was that like at least people like in my circle still got to grow up and be kids. Um, and I can still like kind of hope that you know that happens because like, you guys deserve it just as much as anybody else does. Y'all are just as really if you think about it, like kids are just people, but just smaller and relatively less experienced. I mean, I know like most kids who are more experienced than some adults. you know. Hi, Kiri. How are you? I'm sorry, Kiri. My bad. Oh, thank you, Hallie. Also, hi, Shamrock. How are you? Um. But yeah, like like. Of course, Mel. Yeah, yeah. I will still be going live. At like the normal time. I just wanted to try something a little bit different before I got things officially started. So I'm not going to be giving my my phone number out. No offense to Curry, it's not comfortable with that. And I really hope that you had fun with your friend. And my day's going pretty good so far. I really should there, Yuji. That'll be a thing for like later. And by the way, Jake, if you're still here, sorry. I keep getting distracted. Sorry. As for like my favorite anime, I like you're kind of like bog standard ones. Honestly, I'm not like super like opinionated about that sort of thing. I love MHA, Sword Art Online if we're talking like pure nostalgia because that was the first anime that I ever watched. Goodbye, Hallie. Hi, McKenna. How are you? And I like It's okay, Hallie. Hi, Graham. Try and pay attention. That's awesome. But yeah, I like MHA. I like Sword Art Online, mostly because of nostalgia. It's the first anime that I ever watched when I was in high school. I like Avatar, The Last Airbender, even though that's technically not anime per se, but it's an anime style, so it's a little bit kind of. It's a weird gray area that I'm not quite comfortable with, like putting in like one thing. Oh yes, it really, really is there, Inuyasha. You're right. I've not seen Magnus Bride. I will add that to the list, though. Thank you there, Curry. You're not. You're fine. What's up, Mel? What you got? Naruto is another one that I like. I need to catch up on because I'm not watching Boruto. That just makes me depressed. Awesome, Mel. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ooh. Yeah, there's some inclement weather that's on its way here, so hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. Anyways, hey guys, so it's about 2 minutes until I have to like officially like start my day. So I will see all of you guys later today. I might stream later, it'll have to depend. I do there, McKenna. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Mel, please be careful. Please be careful with bleach. Yes, I'll show you Bagel. It's Bagel. You know I'm not gonna say no to Bagel. But then after that, I genuinely have to go. So the screen's going to go black here for a moment after I find the right place. Here it is. There we go. Boop. Boop. All right. Boop. There we go. It's going quiet because I know what's going to happen. It's going to get very, very, very confusing. Paint with bleach. Yeah, of course. Be good. That really is a lot of sparkles. Thank you for the sparkles, though. Good night, Curry. So, oh. It's taking a while to load. Just give it a second. Bye, Jake. Thank you for stopping by. There we go. Alrighty, so we are officially here. I'm going to go into here. Bagel. Bagel's a bit shy first thing in the... Actually, he's just shy whenever I enter this world. He's like a spooky boy. I'm going to be grabbing myself another cup of coffee while the ferrets are out. Unfortunately, I cannot stream, as I mentioned before, while the ferrets are out because I have to keep my eyes open. Look at that. Hi, Bagel. How are you doing? Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Look at him. Look at this dude. You cannot have Bagel. He is officially property of the Streamies. So he is everybody's friend. But yes, I will be ending stream here pretty soon. And I might do another stream like later on today, depending on if I have some free time. Also weather depending too. Because I have to let my batteries charge and do other things. But I genuinely greatly thank all of you guys for being here this morning. Thank you for waking up for me today. Or rather, waking up with me today, rather, is what I meant to say. Head empty, Foxo boy sleepy. Anyways, and Mel, that's really... Gotcha, Mel, okay. But yes, thank you all very much for waking up with me this morning. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you guys later, whether that be later today or whether that be this evening at the normal streamy time. And yeah, I hope that this goes really, really well. And hopefully I can hopefully I can keep doing this because this was honestly very, very fun and a wonderful way to start my morning. Goodbye, everybody. And hey, remember to drink plenty of water today, okay? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, do your homework, pay attention in school, have lunch, have food, do whatever. Remember to like, comment, and sub. Do the thing. Silver. Thank you for the boops. Boop. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you all later. Stay hydrated, do all of the stuff. And hey, real quick, thank you guys for making my morning that much more magical. Genuinely, I greatly appreciate it, and I love it. You're fine there, Xenos. You're good. I'll be streaming later. Whee! Plus, this was entirely unplanned. I just got a kind of like a wild hair. It's okay, Xenos. I will stream later, so you will have time. Oh, jeez. Hey, Shay, please do me a favor and tell me later. Go to sleep, Xenos. Yeah, you're good. Anyways, bye-bye, everybody. See you guys later. Stay safe. Have a good day. Bye-byes. And, oh, hey. One more thing. One more thing. I have one thing that I would like for all of you guys who are in school to do to do for me. Okay, I want you guys to learn something new today, and when I stream later tonight, I want you to come on stream and just basically tell me what you learned. Okay. That's okay. Alrighty. Sounds good, guys. Anyways, have a wonderful day. I will tell all of the ferrets that you guys said hello. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Oh, that's awesome there, BB. Go. Yep. I gotta go. Bye-bye. Yes, UG, please do. Bye, guys. Laters. Love y'all. Stay safe out there, okay?